Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, as you saw by the title, is on this beautiful palette right here, the new Tarte palette. It's called Foil Finger Paints. So I just realized that I already filmed the video and I tried it not just with my fingers but with some brushes, and there was one brush that worked for it, but I did end up thinking the finger was a lot better. But now I see that it is made for fingers. The name of it, it's literally Foil Finger Paints. So, oops. I still tried it with brushes so you guys could see how it performed. Not as well as with the finger, you'll see in a second. But anyways, this gorgeous palette right here that just came out at Sephora is what we'll be talking about in the video today. This is the eye look that I did with it that you guys will see in a second. Before we even get started, thank you so much guys for watching my video. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up before you leave, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Let's just go ahead and get started. I want to thank my friend Summer because she is amazing and she bought this palette for herself and she lent it to me, like bought it and gave it to me so I could do this video on it and then of course give it back to her. So thank you so much, Summer. It really meant a lot to me. I'm excited to show you guys this palette and review it and tell you my pros and my cons and how it performs. As you saw on the title of this video, we're going to be talking about the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Foil Finger Paint. This palette is really nice and exciting because it's new. It's like cream eyeshadows, but like good cream eyeshadows. It just comes in the standard like Rainforest of the Sea packaging that has the blue to purple fade packaging, and then once you open it, the packaging of this palette is really gorgeous. It comes with little instructions of different looks you can do with it, and then look at how gorgeous the package is. It's got like little encrusted stones in it and like little shiny things. It is so pretty. And this is not just a picture, this is something that you could touch, right? The back of it is just their gold packaging, and then once you open it, this is what you see. So it's got 5 really pretty shades. The 3 big ones are kind of like the main colors for you to use, and then these 2 are like glitter toppers for them. Really gorgeous. When I first saw this palette, I thought that when I touched it, it was going to be like a very soft powder, but it's not. It's an actual cream, what you get in them. But when I swatched it, I completely fell in love. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch them for you guys so you can see them, and then we'll go ahead and create a pretty eye look. The first color is this one right here, and it's called Gold Coast. Look at how pigmented that is. I was barely touching it, guys. Look at how pretty that is. Right? This is Gold Coast. Second color is this one right here, which is the reddish color. This one is called Sailor's Delights. I'm going to go ahead and swatch it for you guys as well. When I tell you I'm barely pressing on these shadows, like believe me, they're super creamy. So that is Sailor's Delights. And then this third one right here is called Sea Glass. Look at how gorgeous those look. Barely have to touch it. So that is Sea Glass. And then this last one right here is called Stargazer for the 2 shades. I'm going to go ahead and swatch them both. Look at how pretty that is. And look at how good they swatch. It's like a really pretty, just like glitter topper for any of the other shadows. So again, very impressed by the pigmentation that this palette has, very impressed by how soft it is to the touch. I think I'm going to do one eye with my fingers and the other eye with a brush so you guys can see how it performs with the 2 different tools, because I did try them on some people at work with a brush and I did my own, and I had another coworker do it with her fingers, and we'll talk about the one thing I didn't like about them later. So let's go ahead and try to do an eye look. I am going to do a crease color. I'm going to use my Jaclyn Hill palette for that. I'm grabbing a fluffy brush from Sephora collection, and I'm just going to do a nice transition shade up here. so that my crease area doesn't look naked, because I'm only going to put these colors on my eyelid. So I'm just going back and forth with the fluffy brush, just not too carefully, so that I have a crease color. I think I'm going to darken it up a little bit more. I'm going to grab a color that's a bit deeper. So I first grabbed these two colors right here, and now I'm going to go in with this one just a little bit to darken up the crease. Ever so slightly, not too much. So just like that, I'm going to leave it there. Okay, so I'm going to do my right eye with my fingers. I'm going to go into Gold Coast here first. And I'm going to start tapping it on my eyelid. Center of the eyelid and going into the inner corner. Just like that. And now I'm going to go into Sea Glass right here and do tiny bit of that on the outer corner of the eye to darken it up a little bit there. So you guys can see how easy that was to apply. So then I'm just going to grab a brush. This one is from Sigma, and I'm going to again go into Gold Coast. Okay, so that Sigma brush, this was the E55 by Sigma. It didn't, like, you can swipe it on there and it doesn't pick it up. It doesn't pick up too much of it. It's, you can see here, it picks up very little. I use other brushes at work, so maybe that one specifically doesn't work. So I'm going to try the Morphe M421, this one right here, which is a flat synthetic brush. And I'm going to try again. It's still not as good as when I did it with my finger, so maybe I was mistaken. I'm going to look for the exact brush that I use at work and try it with that. And if I can't make it work with a brush, then I'll just do it with my finger on the other eye. I don't know why I really thought we could do it with a brush as well. So this is my last try. This is the brush that I tried at work. So I'm thinking this has to work. This is the Sephora Collection number 15 brush, which is a flat natural bristle brush. Last chance with the brush. So I'm going to go in with this one. Oh, see? This one does pick it up. It's right there, see? Oh, yeah. Okay, so I guess it has to be with a natural bristle brush because nothing else picked it up. I'm like, I wasn't lying. I did make a brush. I did make it work with a brush at work. I don't know what happened. Okay, so with that same brush, I'm going to go into Sea Glass a little bit, just to darken up my outer corner. So now you can really see that they do apply with a brush and with the finger. I do still think that the one that I applied with the finger looks a little bit more shiny. So I'm going to go back in with my finger and press it on here. Oh yeah. When you apply it with the tips of your finger, it is a little bit more shiny. So I'm going to go back with my number 10 brush and just make sure that all the edges look nice and blended and not crazy. So then I'm going to go in with this color right here, the one with the white and the holographic type sparkles, and I'm going to apply it over top of the inner 2/3 of my eyelid. Alright, and I'm doing both eyes with my finger because we established that the finger application works best. With my pinky, I'm going to grab a little bit more of that and put it in the inner corner. And then to complete it, I'm going to do underneath my eyes real quick. So I'm going to grab a flat brush and this color that I put on at the top and use it underneath my eyes. And then blend that out a little bit with a fluffy brush. So just like that, this is the eye look before mascara. So I'm going to go ahead and apply mascara off camera really quick and I'll be right back. Alright, so I put on the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara on my eyelids and I did a bit of a waterline eyeliner, like a burgundy color. And I am completely done now. So I mean, the palette is gorgeous. The packaging is gorgeous. I'm going to tell you guys now my one con that I have with this palette. And it's the other day I wore it for several hours because we put it on at work because it was new and fun and it had just come out and everything. And every single person that put it on, the palette creased on. Now, it didn't crease real bad to the point where it starts like not showing anymore. Like you could still see how pretty the sparkles were. If you had your eyes open, you could see you could see it in all its glory, right? But if you like close your eyes, you could see that like up here where the eye folds, it started separating. And I understand it's because it's a cream and it's not, you know, fully dry, so it's not going to stay put. It's going to move around as you blink. I don't think it separates to the point that it's like an awful product. Absolutely not. I think it's a really, really great product. But if you have crease phobia or you don't want the product to move, or you know, whatever, just keep that in mind, because like right now you can't really see it because I just put it on, but like here where my eye like starts folding, those little lines, the product kind of separates from and it creates a crease there. However, when I have my eye open, you wouldn't notice. You wouldn't notice until unless I pointed it out, but it does happen. So I wanted you guys to be aware of that. Thank you to my friend Summer one more time for letting me borrow this palette to make this tutorial. I really, really appreciate it, girl. If you guys want to see any pictures I post with it or anything, make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. I have all those links down below. Don't forget to give my video a thumbs up before you guys leave if you guys enjoyed it, and please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!